What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review on the Gold Label Spawn Shadow of Spawn Black and White Accent Edition Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Spawn figure. This is from Big Bad Toy Store. This was the exclusive 3,000 pieces limited edition. Authenticated limited edition 3,000 pieces. Okay, cool. And it's gold label, so it comes packaged really nice. So it has a plastic wrap over the top of the box. It comes in a box that is in a box, right, just to make sure that the package stays in really good condition. So that's really cool. So really dig that. Here's the side of the package, and there's a QR code there that you can scan. Don't know what it takes you to, but we can find that out together. And then here is some imagery on the back, which looks really nice. So you get that green accent color. Very cool artwork. And then here is the other side of the package here. So I'm going to open it for you all, but I'm going to definitely keep the box to this because who knows, maybe it'll be worth something someday. But let's open it up real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here we go. So I open the plastic wrap and it is pretty sweet. So it looks pretty good here. I'm obviously in package. So it actually slides out the bottom here. We have all this really cool stuff right here. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. So looking pretty good. So obviously you've got black paint. Looks like they went with the gray cape. Looks like they got the neon green accents. It's kind of put on pretty thick there on the chain and stuff. But that looks good other than that. That chain looks much better. It looks like we have gray gauntlets. So it looks like it's not just all black, which I think is pretty cool. It's got a little bit of differentiation there. And it looks like they did the same mold as the Shadow of Spawn, the regular one, which we'll do a comparison of that in a little bit. But yeah, it looks really cool. Boot is gray, looks good. Comes with a little stand and a card. Looks nice. Looks like we have some weapons poking out there too. So let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it's a little tough to get out of here. Obviously I don't want to bend the card or do anything like that, so let's see. Oh, okay, it came out a little easier once we kind of got it. So here we go. Pretty cool looking card. Has some little metallic thing going on there, which looks really nice. Very cool. Let's see. Whoop, dropped it. Okay, and then this one is 286 out of 3,000. Perfect. So black white accent certificate of authenticity. Okay, limited protocol figures are individually hand painted and sequentially numbered. Very cool. So 286. That's pretty cool. I wonder what it'd be like to get number 1. I don't know. Hey, if you got number 1 on that, leave a comment. Or actually, hey, just leave a comment if you decided to get this. Leave a comment on what number you are. That'd be kind of cool. Perfect. So that's pretty neat there. Okay, so we got the card, which looks nice. So we set up there. It looks like we have the neon chains there that you can plug into the back. And then this looks like this is just a stand. So just an elevated stand there. It looks really cool. It makes it look more like a premium figure instead of just the circular stand there. So very cool. Okay, well let me take these apart real quick and I'll get it out and we can check it out. Okay, here it is out of the package and looking really sweet. I actually really like this. It's funny because when I first was going to purchase this figure, I actually thought it was white. I didn't realize it was green accents. When I first saw the picture, I thought they're using green lights to reflect it. And then when it was green, I was kind of like, well, it's okay. I'm still going to get it because it's rare edition, and I like to obviously collect these and share them all with you, so I figured it'd be good. But actually, out of the package, it looks really, really cool. It actually literally does look like, I have a green light kind of reflecting off the white, so it's super cool. But I like this display. Really cool piece, right? So it comes with the really cool hooks that clip in really nicely. I think there's enough differentiation in color that makes it kind of stick out and pop. So like I said, you have gray cape, you have some gray accents on certain pieces, like the feet and the wrists and things, and then the rest of it is black. And then you have the neon, so very cool looking. So it looks really, really nice. Very cool. Okay, well let's get into the articulation. Okay, so the head looks up. Super far. Wow, I'm impressed. I don't think I've seen a Spawn head move up that far. So that's really cool. So if you have him up against the Violator, you can look straight up at him, which is pretty cool. So it looks down decently. Got a really good head pivot for side to side. Obviously you have rotation. But yeah, I'm impressed with that. I mean, that's like flying articulation, which is pretty cool. So I love that. Okay, so now the arms go up about 90 degrees. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and you do have wrist articulation. Now this one, for some reason, this thing seems to be a little stuck. So usually they kind of maneuver a little bit, right, with it. This one, yeah, it's stuck pretty good. So I can see if I can fix it. But yeah, it's kind of stuck, and it's kind of showing now, which doesn't look very good. Yeah, I'll see if I can fix that off camera. Crunches forward this much, crunches back this much, so pretty good ab crunch. You do get a really good side to side, and then obviously you have rotation. Legs go up almost 90 degrees. You have double jointed knees. You do have foot and toe articulation as well, which is nice. And then you can get them into the splits about that far. So overall, the articulation on this one is actually pretty good. So like I said, I'm going to mess and see if I can figure out this little socket here. But overall, yeah, really impressed with the articulation. Okay, here are both shadow spawns next to each other. Very cool. Because it's funny because like the Shadow of Spawn, I didn't really like it as much as some of the other Spawn. I guess just not my style. It's a little bit plain as far as suit goes and stuff. But it's funny because now that I have the accent Spawn, I set this one up. I was like, I don't know. I have like a new appreciation for it. It's weird, but yeah, I love that classic colors and stuff. So it's pretty cool thinking, right? It looks like that, but then right under really dark lights with kind of like that, that kind of green glow, it could look like that. It's pretty cool. Be good for like a stop motion film if you have any stop motion people out there. But yeah, so you can tell. So everything is virtually identical. Same face, same body, same arms, same chains, same everything essentially, even the same, spike chains. But yeah, very cool. So that's it side by side. Let's do some size comparing with the other spawns in the collection. Okay, so here's a setup with most of the spawn that has been released so far. So as far as just spawn as a character, Elsaman. So we have, obviously in the center, we have the new accent spawn. In the middle, we have the shadow spawn, the same one. To the right of that one, we have the MK11 spawn, which stands roughly the same height as Shadow of Spawn. And then you have the Malefic one all the way to the far right. And it looks like it stands slightly taller than the rest. Now, if you go to the Shadow of Spawn, the Accent Edition, and to the left, you will see that is the Deluxe Spawn with Throne. So I just took the cape off. And it stands about the same height. And then to the far left is Commando Spawn, and that stands a little bit taller. So looking pretty good. As far as size, looks like it fits in well. So now let's do a quick size here. So it looks like we are at about 7¼ inches tall, which puts us at around 18½ centimeters. So size looks pretty good, fits in well. Just real quick, I would love to hear which spawn is your favorite out of these ones. So, and I think they all are quite a bit different. So let's do a quick little close-up here because I want to show off the some of the details real quick so we can decide which one we like best. So here we go. So obviously we already kind of accented these and talked about these ones. Now, the MK one, which I really like this one. So if you think about this one, the MK11 one was one of the first articulated spawns we had in a really long time besides one of the old, 10th anniversary or something like that. But like, yeah, this was awesome. So really good detail, good sculpt. I like it. I prefer this one to Shadow of Spawn, in my opinion. The Malefic one looks pretty good. I think it's got a menacing look. Overall, I don't know if I like it as much as the MK11. The Deluxe Spawn has some really good textures and details too. I'm really impressed with the articulation of this one. I know the articulation is similar on all of them, but this one, for some reason, just seems like it can maneuver much better. But looks good. So I did have to blackwash this one to make it look a little better too. But the details are cool, and I really like the face. So I like the wrinkles on the forehead. I think that's a really cool accent. As far as head sculpts go, this one might be one of my favorites. And then Commando, right? Just kind of like a nice Commando armor looking thing to it. Pretty simple, but lots of cool details on there. So yeah, I'd say my personal favorite out of these, as far as just spawn goes, I'd say the MK11 spawn is probably my favorite. And if you're talking holistically, I'd say the Spawn on the Throne actually might be my favorite if you have everything together. So very cool. So drop in the comments which one you like better. Let's go to final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts on Shadow of Spawn, Big Bad ToyStore exclusive with accents. Spawn. So I like it. I think it's really cool. I think this is a really cool display piece, and that's what I like about it. So will I use it a lot for photography? Probably not, but I will probably do a few shots just to, kind of more dark shots just to kind of show off the accents. I think that'd be very cool. But it just comes with so many really cool things, right? The card, it's limited edition, comes with the base. So if you haven't picked this up, I think it's a good idea to pick it up. I think it's a very cool just piece, especially if you're a Spawn fan. So yes, it looks good. So appreciate it for tuning in. Thank you all so much. I think we're getting close to 1,500 subscribers. So thank you all so much for supporting the channel. And I will continue to bring reviews, customizations, and lots of stuff like that to you all. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all in the next video.